In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the automated guided vehicle. Are you aware that the automated guided vehicles are right now on a high demand in worldwide automation industry? An automated or an automatic guided vehicle, which is also termed as AGV, is a machine that follow marks or wires in the floor and can use the vision, can use magnets, or can use the laser sensors for navigation, and they are particularly used for the material transportation applications in industry. An AGV can also be called sometime as a laser guided vehicle, LGV, or also termed as self guided vehicle, which is SGV, or sometime it is also termed as autonomous vehicle. So this is the history of the AGV. So AGVs are not the new system. So they are in the market for the last several years. So the first AGV was brought in market in around 1950, and at that time it was very simple tow truck that follows wires or on in the floor, or it was moving on the rail. It was a very basic part at that time. So the first big development of AGV industry was introduce of a unit load vehicle in around mid 1970. So the modern AGVs are quite advanced and fully automatic and autonomous vehicles with sufficient speed and load carrying capacity. So the modern AGVs are having the following features. Like the modern AGVs are a computer controlled vehicles with onboard microprocessor, microcontroller, or a dedicated controller. So they are working on a position feedback system to correct the path. They are communicating between the vehicle by the control system, and the system management computer is there. So optimization of AGV utilization can be done by using the softwares, and tracking the material in transfer and the direction of AGV traffic can be easily controlled in the modern automated guided vehicles. So let's consider the case of various applications of the AGV worldwide. So AGVs can be used in a wide variety of the application to transport many of the different type of the materials, including pallets, rolls, racks, then car, then containers, or many other raw materials. So AGVs are commonly used to transport the raw materials in paper, such as in industry, and such as in the form of a paper, steel, rubber, then the metals and the plastic extra. So this includes the transporting material from receiving and to the warehouse and delivering the material directly to the production line. So this is an example, and the images are has been taken from the website, and the references are given on the back on the end of the presentation. So, for example, this is the 4E vehicle. So we have taken this image from the 4E vehicle, the website. So it is a very large size automated guided vehicle. So it can be used to carry out the weight of around 250,000 pounds of the weights it can carry, and it is right now used in industry to carry out some of the metallic parts. So for the safety, there are some of the laser scanners are used, the bumpers are used, and interlocking systems are there, and it is controlled by the programmable logic controller and the vehicle management system. So currently around 72-volt DC is required to run the vehicle, and the capacity of the vehicle is very high. So there is the some of the applications are there. The AGVs can be used for the work in progress moment. In many of the industry, work in progress moment is very common. AGVs applications includes the repetitive movements of the material through the manufacturing process. It can be used for the pallet handling. So pallet handling is extremely popular application for AGVs, as repetitive movements of the pallets is very common in manufacturing and the distribution facility. So the diagram is showing the various types of the pallets, may be made up of a wood, may be made up of a plastic. They are very commonly used in industry to fix some of the material, to transport the material, and many of the other applications are there. Similarly, AGVs are also used in industry to carry out the finished product and to handle the finished product. So in many of the industry, like textile industry, like electronic industry, like the pharmaceutical industry, Moving of the finished good from the manufacturing to the storage or shipping is the final moment of the material before they are delivering to the customers. These moments often require the gentlest material handling because the products are the complete and subject to the damage of if they are rough handling. So the delicate material is generally carried out by the use of the automated guided vehicle with some of the safety features. AGV is also used in various industry where the hazardous materials and explosive materials are there. Sometimes some of the material handling are a better lift by an AGV. In such a case, the material or a product to be carried by the dangerous or the actual operating environment in which the AGV is operating may be the harmful. For example, the radioactive materials, chemical, or any other material which is very uh, the harmful to the operator. So such AGVs are very useful in such type of. There are so many advantages of AGVs are there over the conventional material transportation system. So let's consider some of the advantages. One is the repetitive movement of the material over a distance with very high accuracy and precision can be attained by using AGVs. Then the regular delivery of the stable loads can be done. Then the high load carrying capacity is there with the AGVs as compared to the conventional system. Then high flexibility is there due to the programmable in nature. The all the AGVs are many of the time are rechargeable in nature. They reduce the labor cost and eliminate the damage to the structures as well as the product. The AGVs are right now modular in structure, so you can increase the size of the AGVs as well, and scalability can be done by increasing or decreasing the size. Applications for the different floor conditions can be done very easily with the help of AGVs. Whereas if you are using some ordinary conventional transportation system, if the vehicle if the surface is supposed to be the rough, then such type of system may not be suitable. Then the fast installation is there can be done. Then the variable speeds capacities there will be all AGVs, so they can be run on a variable speed. There are many advantages of AGVs are there, like they increase the space, workplace safety, and they are also lowering the cost of the system. So using AVZ, it increase the workspace safety in a number of ways, in addition to removing of the human element, which is the root of the many accidents. So they can perform tasks that are dangerous to the human workers, such as handling of hazard substances, working in the extreme temperature, moving heavy materials. So this is ultimately moves personnel out of the harm's way. So AGVs operate in a controlled manner with smooth and consistent acceleration, deceleration, and can be monitored the top speed of the vehicles. They are less expensive and uh, fixed automation system. They are less expensive than the fixed automation system. So as you are already aware that the fixed automation system may be consisting of various conveyor belt, the roller conveyor belt it may be, but the automation system is a fixed. So such type of the system may be expensive for if you want to change and if you want to install. So in many cases AGVs perform the similar duties to the fixed automation system like conveyors. So the fixed automation system can be expensive, and AGVs on the other hand are less expensive to implement, and more importantly they do not impact operations while being implemented is very important. So this leads to the less downtime and increase the productivity in the plant. And another major advantage of AGVs are that they increase the inventory efficiency and the accuracy. So when you linked the warehouse control system with the management warehouse management system, and AGVs are also part of that automatic of tracking of the inventory. So this lowers the cost by removing the need to have workers performance inventory. So if you are performing the inventor by using the humans, so it is the accuracy and precision may not be meeting the accuracy and precision of the AGVs. So the AGVs prevents the loss of time and the productivity that can occur if you are waiting for a new shipment or arrival of the and also prevents the wastage of the capital. So that can occur if the order sometime that you don't yet need. So in this case, the another advantage is that the streamlining the warehouse process. So by integrating AGVs with the warehouse control system or warehouse management system. You can streamline the process in the different ways. For example, optimizing warehouse storage through the demand analysis and availability of the storage space and automatic shelf adjustment. Then the streamlining warehouse management by supporting inventory business process like the material requisition and procurement, and gaining the total control with flexible management strategies. So let's consider the case of the various components of the AGVs. So AGVs are having the different components like one of the mainframe. It is a basic structure of the AGVs with having wheels, links, chassis, etc. Then the driving mechanism may be consisting of a stepper motor, AC, DC stepper motor, or it may be the AC motor, it may be a DC motor, it may be a stepper motor with the drivers. Then the control system may be a microprocessor, microcontroller, or a single board computer or a PLC. Various types of the contact or non-contact type of sensors like laser, wire gate sensor, wire guide sensor, vision sensor, proximity sensors are there. Different type of steering arrangements can be used. Then the guided path is again for the navigation. Sometimes the RFID tags, magnetic tapes, and line following systems can be used. Then the path planning and navigation in the autonomous automated guided vehicles can be done by using simultaneous localization and mapping. Then the power supply requiring maybe the AC or DC or internal structure of the AGV. Sometimes the human machine interface fitted on board is required for the programming. Various safety devices like the emergency switches, reflecting tapes, or warning light are required. This one is the exploded view of one of the automated guided vehicle. Is showing you the battery part. It is also showing you the mainframe or the vehicle body. It is also showing the vehicle architecture module having the wheel structure, left and right cover. Similarly, the main control board is shown here in the diagram. So in this case, this is another example where the radio frequency module can be connected for the wireless communication. The warning lights can be connected in the form of the warning indicators. Sometimes the battery charger, the terminals are provided here if the external charging is there. Then the guide sensors are used. Then the driving unit is shown here with the controller. So this is another example of an automated guided vehicle is showing you the some of the other the parts like the stop kick panel is shown here. So if the vehicle is supposed to be going out of control, so one can operator can indicate for the safety purpose, he can stop the vehicle by pushing this bar by a foot. Then the some of the other the emergency stop buttons are there. In addition to that, there are various safety features are there with the AGVs. So this is an example of one of the automated guided vehicle is showing various safety scanners are connected here in the form of a laser scanner. Then the speed adjustment option is there. Then some of the flashlights are there for the warning. Then the safety colors are there with the if it is operating in the shop floor. Emergency stop buttons are there. Reflecting rolls has been pasted over for the safety. In addition to that, there are many of the sensors like laser range finder is used for the navigation purposes. So the laser range finder, they are available, wide variety of LRF are available in the market. So this is the control configuration is showing you the AGV main controller is connected with the steering motor driver or a running motor driver, and steering and motor may be working separately, or if it is a differential drive, then the combination of the motions can be attained. Similarly, the wireless modem is there, and many other components like the barrier detector, cruising antenna is there. Then the manual control devices, off track, and the guided signal detectors are there. So there are the different type of AGVs are there. You can classify the AGVs into the following. One is the AGV towing vehicle, another is AGV's unit load carrier, another is AGV pallet trucks, then AGV forklift, then light load transport and assembly line vehicles are there. Let's consider some of them is that the AGV towing vehicle. So the capacity of such vehicle is more than 450 kilograms. So you can add on additional load into the towing vehicle. So actually it is towing some of the other carts, so it can carry up to a longer distance that is around greater than 1000 feet. And there may be the AGV unit load carriers are commonly used in manufacturing industry to carry out. They are used for the to transport the individual unit load on board to the vehicle. So the vehicle is equipped with the powered or non-powered roller, chain, or belt deck, or sometimes the customized decks may be there. So the loads can be moved by pallet, truck, forklift, then automatically loading or unloading equipment extra. So the capacity of this vehicle can be vary according to the design. So there are different load capacities are there. So modern industries are also consisting of AGV forklift trucks. So they have ability to pick and drop the pallets load at a floor level or on a stance. This is very important on the ordinary AGV. To it is difficult to keep the material on the stands. So pickup and drop up of heights can be different. So the vehicle can be positioned in a fork according to the load stand and the different heights. So the such type of vehicles are very expensive, and they can be selected where the complete automation is necessary and required. So these are a very low size, smaller size, light load transporters are there, which can carry up to the 500 pounds of the weight. So to handle the light and small loads, so they over the moderate distance. So they can be used to distribute between the storage and the number of the workstation. The speed is high, and they are for the area with the restricted space. They are very useful. Similarly, the pallet trucks are there, so they are specially designed to carry out the pallets. So they are widely used in the distribution functions. So the capacity is different, and the speed can also be vary. So the pallet trucks can be loaded either manually or by automatically. So these are the various types of the navigation which is used in the autonomous guided vehicle. So AGVs may be wired navigation, it may be a guided tape navigation, it may be a laser target navigation, it may be GPS with the automatic information extra. So this diagram is showing you the various comparison of traditional AGV or a mobile robot guiding system. So the if you are connecting with the laser, so the installation of a laser is a neutral, but the magneto and gyro is negative. It is then the wire guide is again negative, shown here. Since the magnetic and the wire guide, there you need some modification on the floor. For the laser guiding system, it is a flexible. So the precision of laser is a high as compared to the magneto as well as the wire. The speed of the laser guided is also high. The manual and automatic of the laser is again high. Then the cost of the infrastructure is neutral in the case of a laser as well as in the case of magnetic and wire guided system. The cost of maintenance in the laser is a high, and as compared to the other one. So then in the case of the wire navigation, so in this case the wire sensor is placed on the bottom of AGB, and they are placed facing to the ground. So inside the floor, a slot is cut in the ground and wire is placed approximately 1 inch below the ground. The sensor detects the radio frequency being transmitted from the wire and follow it. So in this way, the AGB is moving on the floor, but you need to modify the floor system. Then this is the how wire and RFID and a tape AGVs are working. So in the case of a wire, this is similar to the magnetic tape. AGV the navigate along the continuous wire embedded into the floor. I already told you, and the vehicle detects the wire by the antenna. And RFID is that the transponders are implemented into the floor, and the facility of AGVs are targeted for the navigation. Similarly, a magnetic tape can be laid down on the floor. So ADV is guided by magnetic tape adhered to the floor, and which is detected by the sensor underneath the vehicle path or the continuous one. Is the similar I already told you the guided tape navigation is there, and then the laser target navigation. So in the case of laser, so vehicle is connected with the laser edge finder, and AGV is carrying laser transmitter and receiver on a rotating turret. Then the laser is sent off and then received again, at the angle, and the distance is detected automatically by using a laser sensor, and the internal software is taking the decision in which direction there is a need to move the the vehicle. So it is termed as simultaneous localization and mapping. Sometime the additional, the uh, systems can be used on the floors to mark some of the reflectors, so that you can identify the some of the paths by detecting a particular parts on the sides of the laser. So there are many advantages of the laser sensor is there. The laser guided system does offer a great deal of the flexibility as compared to the wire. So the reflecting targets can easily be moved with the manual disturbance of the process. The laser system can also be used in area that are not conductive to the wire being run on the ground or the lines being pointed on the floor. However, there must be place to mount the target so that they have a good visibility of the scanner. So the laser rangefinder can be fitted on they can be used in the different ways. Sometimes you can use the path planning by using the techniques like simultaneous localization and mapping, and sometime it can be used by using a reflector based guidance system. So there are some disadvantages of the laser guided system is also there. So although they are, the programming is required, the cost is high, the accuracy of the laser vehicle is slightly the less as compared to the other one. So the next generation AGVs for the Google car is also manufacturing the next generation automatic guided vehicle. Audi is also working on, similarly Chevrolet is also working on the development of the new AGVs, and Volvo is also working. So NIT Jalandhar has developed this autonomous guided vehicle. It is on the final stage right now. The AGV is designed to carry out the materials in the isolation ward of the hospital. So it is a the four-wheeled vehicle, and can be easily used with the telepresence control system. So it is designed and developed jointly by NIT Jalandhar and Ucomex of India. These are the technical specifications. So the payload capacity is maximum 35 kg, and the different, the speeds can be adjusted, and the DC planetary gear motors are used. So these are the pictures in this presentation. The pictures has been taken from the following web pages for the education purposes only, and the references has been given here, and the book reference is also given. So thank you very much for your attention. So this presentation is prepared for the education purposes only. Thank you.